I was super sheltered for a long time from that kind of stuff. Even though I saw a lot of things that screwed me up. But I was like really fucking late to the party with everything that everybody else had already seen. And everybody was already desensitized to everything too, so like it was no big deal.
It took me a long time to build up the courage to watch Child's Play. That took so long. I think my cousin made me watch it after I told him how terrified I was of it.
Isn't it so weird how movies like that go from like actually being this terrifying thing to, hey, let's make it into a joke? Like Leprechaun did that too, where it's like terrifying the Leprechaun to it's now a comedy horror.
Well, it kind of has nowhere else to go. I feel that makes perfect sense. Like where else is it gonna go? Leprechaun in the Hood. What a.
Do you guys remember Trolls or the Troll or something like that?
Troll 2?
No, the first one, like,
my God.
was like Jim Henson Muppets, basically, were the trolls. Wasn't it Jim Henson that was part of that movie?
Something like that.
Yeah.
That shit
I don't think Jim Henson would do such a thing, would he?
Yeah.
I remember him having objections to something.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's
so good.
They're eating her, then they're gonna eat me.
So good.
That's
Event Horizon. Fuck. I
love Event Horizon.
Stream. Oh, it was so good. That was one. My mom was at a gas station, and for whatever reason, they had a huge milk crate full of VHS tapes for like $5 each. And she was like, "Oh, space movie. He'll probably like this." And I went into it. Oh, dude, it fucking. I've never been more scared by a movie because I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting a happy, fun space movie.
Oh,
with the guy from Jurassic Park in it. I'm like, it's got Jurassic Park guy. We're fine.
You see, you were ahead of me then, in terms of non-shelteredness. Because I, like, one of the movies, I had 2 attempts to try to break out of being fucking terrified by movies. I remember actively trying to break myself out of it because my friends all wanted to watch these fucking terrifying movies. I'm like, I can't, I'm too scared. But the first one I tried was Jurassic Park, and it was still too terrifying for me. That's 93. It's scary though. It's got those fucking velociraptors. It's just scary. Shut up.
That was scary. I was scared.
Yeah. I was like, I don't remember how old I was, but I manned up because the next one I tried, I went straight to fucking Alien, and I muscled through it, and then I was okay ever after that. Yeah, Dude's an uncaring fuck. You know.
I just can't believe you just said Jurassic
He doesn't give
Park.
a shit. Jurassic Park is scary though. It is a horror movie. It's just not. It doesn't have the. It is though.
Oh my God!
It has all the tropes of a horror movie. It's got jump scares. It's got like the guy when she goes into the power bunker and she backs up and the arm comes down on her shoulder and then it's actually been ripped off. It's got people being. It's got gore.
Sorry.
Okay.
Did you cut out, or are you just mad at me now?
Huh? No, I've been talking. You were just laughing so much you couldn't hear it.
No, you cut out.
You blanked out my whole argument just now. You just blanked it out. What were you laughing at? You like giggled it out, and it was it was unintelligible.
Who?
You, giggle man, Mr. Giggles.
I just.
Come on, Mr. Whispers.
It's not a horror movie.
It is though.
It's okay that you were scared. I'm just saying. No.
No, it is a horror.
No.
Well, then what is it then?
It's a sci-fi.
People not being scared by dinosaurs? It is not a sci-fi.
Yes,
it's a sci-fi themed horror at best. Okay, it is. It's got sci-fi elements, but I think it's more horror than sci-fi even. There's people being chased by monsters. Is that not?
Dinosaurs aren't monsters.
Sure they are.
In the movie, they are effectively monsters. Dude, there's a fucking T-Rex that bites a man in half. Dinosaurs are not monsters. They are the monsters. They are the original monsters.
Oh yeah, the water is getting polluted here, isn't it? Oh man, look at this.
Where?
Right beside where we're cooking up the stuff.
Don't change the subject.
Look at this. Look at this. This is horrifying, Co.
I'm not talking to you anymore.
Well, we know what the pollution looks like now in the water. That's pretty cool. I guess you shouldn't have your
cool.
factories beside the water. That's what we've learned.
A little late.
Yeah. Well, at least we're not growing anything with this water. Fuck this water.
Oh, we'll all be dead soon anyway.
True. I was super into Jurassic Park. I remember when it came out on VHS and Blockbuster. If you pre-ordered it, they gave you a poster with all these dinosaurs on it and shit. I hung that up.
Was it scary?
It was. It was a very scientific poster.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Great
Absolutely.
movie. I remember I had a friend who told me she had never seen it, and I don't think we haven't spoken since because of that, but we haven't really spoken since.
Wow.
It's just a matter of fact.
Jurassic Park came between you.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually it does kind of remind me of Alien, because the thing about Alien is that I don't know how to explain it, but there's sort of like this thing where horror movies become only a horror movie. They kind of override whatever their basic theme was, where the theme becomes unimportant. Like it takes place in a sci-fi setting, but it ends up just being a horror movie and not really a sci-fi thing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But like Alien is a good sci-fi movie at the same time as being a really good horror movie. And actually, Alien is basically your standard slasher flick.
It's just the slasher's an alien.
Yeah. It's basically the same as like Jason or something. Dude's not even talking to us anymore. He doesn't care about this topic anymore.
He's muted. He's just laughing.
I'm not muted. I'm just trying not to laugh at Cody more.
I checked to see if he was muted. He was just being silent, so I guess I figured he's just done with us.
I mean, I don't know what to say. I can't. I can't.
We moved on.
Yeah.
It's fine. Be silent. Be quiet, boy. Go do some karaoke.
Oh,
Funny
man.
games bothered you? I liked funny games a lot.
What's that?
It got remade. It was an Italian movie. And it got remade here with what's his name? Is it Eli Roth? Probably not Eli Roth. I don't think I had the right name. Might have been him. And Naomi Watts. Might have had that name wrong too. Pretty much, it's
Maybe.
a home invasion movie. Very violent.
Yeah, I've read all of Michael Crichton's books, Emily. He's actually my favorite
I
author.
liked it. It had a really weird film trope that I don't want to spoil. I wouldn't even call it a trope. It had a weird thing in it that I think is most people's issue with that movie. Yeah, the remake is scene for scene the same exact film. No, it's a very big. If anyone does care, this isn't really so much a spoiler, but I wouldn't want to know it was coming. So if you want to mute for 5 seconds, but very big third wall breaking. That kind of comes out of nowhere, and I liked it. Sure didn't expect it. But that movie got real bad reviews, if memory serves.
Oh man, I turned my headset back on it right at the right point.
I'm gonna go take a break.
I wanted to. I'm
Oh.
just like waiting to finish with my logs.
Yeah, I said that wrong, but whatever. Y'all know what I meant.
I have not, Sir Chipperton.
Oh, was the same director? Just put Americans in it? I didn't know that. Oh, The Deer Hunter. That was great.
Yeah. Good flick.
Yeah.
Also, Jurassic Park is categorized as a thriller.
Yeah, a lot of people in chat were saying, that's a thriller. I guess. I never really... I've always kind of put thriller in with horror in my mind.
Me too.
It's thriller.
It's kind of an interchangeable. Roller coasters are thrillers. Yeah. I think. I don't know.
It's not a horror, guys. It should be a ride at Disney.
Is it
I think it was.
Ride the Velociraptor's mouth. Yeah, I think you're thinking of Orlando. Do they have one? I don't know. They have a Spider-Man ride.
I haven't been to those parks since I was, I think, like 13.
I
That was the
want
last
to
one.
go again.
I'm definitely gonna go once I'm there. I forgot someone earlier mentioned that I just remembered too. Randomly have this thought. Someone's like, "Don't you hate Florida?" And the answer is yeah, kinda. But
Who does?
there's more pros outweighing the cons at this point for me on going. At least for a little
IMDb
bit.
says it's an adventure sci-fi.
If I really fucking hate it, I'll just leave.
That was muted.
William.
IMDb says it's an adventure sci-fi.
What, Jurassic Park?
Yeah. The author
Sci-fi
of
is
the
certainly a thing I never put
story
to it.
categorized it as a sci-fi. But
It's a good
sci-fis can
sci-fi.
be scary. I was
I
just,
categorize it a nature film.
it is. It is.
Yeah, I want to go to all that Harry Potter shit. Get some fucking whatever the fuck beer.
We'll do all that
Make
Harry
wand
Potter shit.
jokes. It'd be so sick.
That's good.
Well, we were just talking about a whole bunch of shit that's not necessarily meant to be scary, but ended up being scary.
I guess you were just the first person that's ever said that Jurassic Park was scary to you, and it took me by surprise.
That can't be true. You can't look at that movie and not see that it's gonna be scary to a lot of people. It's
If
scary.
you actually look on the website of IMDb about where it has the genres, thriller is on there, but it's the last one. If you just look at what it says on Google, it only says the first two. So, in your face.
I guess maybe like it's hard to separate between like nail biting and scary. Because I guess those are distinct. Like I was trying to think of like, well, what about the scene in the kitchen with the velociraptors? That's pretty scary.
I mean, is Harry Potter a horror movie now too?
But
No,
it's not
Harry
scary.
Potter. No, that's not even
That's
close.
sci-fi.
I mean, I guess that's the thing. Like, basically, it sounds like the definition that's being given here is if something scares you, now it's a horror. And there's tons of things that are terrifying in Harry Potter.
No, there's not.
That's not the definition.
No, it's not even close to the same thing. There's no.
What are you
jump scares
talking
in Harry
about?
Potter. There's
To
no,
me, there's more things that happen in Harry
no.
Potter that are terrifying than than Jurassic Park. The fucking basilisk in the first, just going to the second book. The basilisk is terrifying, but the shit with Voldemort's fucking creepy as shit. Snake face man, goddamn.
He's creepy.
A
but it's
forest
not
full of fucking
scary.
giant, enormous spiders. Like what?
Creepy, not scary. Creepy, not scary.
I completely disagree.
I think Jurassic Park is way scarier than Harry
Yeah,
Potter.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, this is weird.
I am on completely different pages than you guys.
Also, as far as we go with Harry Potter, the basilisk fight in the book was like 4 lines long.
Sure, but we're talking about movies.
Well, you said in the book.
No, I said no. I said no. Yeah, no, in the book,
Yeah,
the
it was
basilisk fight
still-
isn't. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess for a kid it could be terrifying. Yeah.
Maybe, but even then, that's like the end of the movie. Like, it's not even remotely.
So it matters
like,
when in the
you're not
movie
on
something
edge of
scary
your seat.
happens? If it
Well, no,
qualifies as scary?
No.
Jurassic
Good's
Park,
Good's
that's
sucking
the
you
whole
into his
fucking movie.
world of justification here. Don't
I
do it.
personally
Don't
think Harry
do
Potter
it.
is way scarier than Jurassic Park.
No.
But
Okay.
the thing
so
is,
Harry
those movies
Potter,
don't have a structure like a horror movie. and also the stuff. I mean, I understand what you're saying. There are things that could be scary, but they more often than not are kind of cartoony. Like there's some things that are really cool. Like the even conceptually they're like scary just on the face of it. Like that fucking thing that changes.
The boggart.
Ridiculous. Was it?
It's a boggart.
Yeah, boggart. Like that was a really cool, and just conceptually like that's terrifying.
What about the
A thing that
Dementors?
just
I don't know.
Creepy, not scary.
They're creepy.
Whatever. At this point, I
nothing,
give up.
Nothing really
I give
comes
up.
across.
You guys win. Jurassic Park is the biggest horror film ever made.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that. If you didn't laugh for a half an hour,
It was the funniest
this
thing
would be
I've
a whole
heard
different
today.
thing.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to be mean, but it really threw me.
you have a lot of things that you say that I can't believe as well, and we always are on the opposite spectrum. I can't see how you can't see that Jurassic Park has a horror structure. If you replace the dinosaurs with a different kind of monster, maybe an alien, it's basically that.
I guess I don't see dinosaurs as monsters is probably the biggest part where I don't.
I would totally,
like,
if it was any other movie that just happened to have dinosaurs in it, I would totally get you there. I get it. Except for there's people that are eviscerated in the movie we're talking about by the dinosaurs.
I mean, that's what dinosaurs are
Like
gonna
running
do.
in terror and be
Like, I mean.
Well, yeah. But if we use your examples, so think about the.
It's still called dinosaurs.
If you replace the dinosaurs with like the snake and the spiders from Harry Potter, would that not be scarier than Harry Potter is because people actually die, and it lasts.
People actually die in Harry Potter. People dying left and
that
right.
nobody at
In
any
the
point
last
gets
movie.
eviscerated in Harry Potter. There are people who die,
People
but they
die
die
in the
with like a
first
little.
movie.
They,
What are you talking
they
about?
die
The
with like a
last
little
movie only.
rainbow puff. Who dies in the first movie?
One
Quirrell.
guy.
He turns into
Someone
a pile
dies
of
in that
dust.
first movie. Wasn't that like the one
Oh,
for kids?
yeah, okay.
His
But I
face
said-
fucking
I said nobody
melts
gets
off
to-
in a terrifying scene.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna laugh at you now for being
He
like
turns to cinders.
kids movies
like
are
it's-
so like when things are cartoony. I mean, it just doesn't have that impact. The impact matters.
I
The
don't think
context
I don't
of, like,
see
how it's
Harry
done
Potter as
matters.
cartoony.
It gets more. It progressively gets more adult though as it goes, and
That's
certainly
true.
the last chapter, or the last book. What the fuck is it? The something
Deathly
Hallows.
Hallows.
Deathly Hallows. Like that one was fucking like holy shit. Stuff that's happening here. What the fuck?
Yeah, that one.
People are
was
just dropping
kinda-
like flies left and right.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I just don't see animals as monsters. Like I don't go to the zoo and look at a tiger and go like, look at that fucking monster.
Well, nobody fucking does.
Yeah, I
because
don't see
we
Well, that's-
talk
that's
about
the same
dinosaurs,
thing.
don't
I
know.
would be scared of it though.
T-Rex,
No,
so
it's
not the
not.
same thing.
Yeah, it's not really the same, dude. The T-Rex does not look like a fucking tiger. It looks like a monster. It looks like the classical idea of a monster. It looks
Dinosaurs
like a
were
dragon.
just real monsters.
Yeah, yeah, that's what they are. Exactly.
Right, that's fine. I just don't. I don't
I just
see it
don't
that way.
understand. I don't understand how you can't categorize that like a dinosaur as a monster, but you can categorize a giant snake or a giant spider as one.
That's a
Yeah.
fair point.
Like,
Well, but a basilisk is not a real thing. It's not. It's not even. It doesn't exist.
Well-
There's no such thing.
I mean, there's no
it's
such
a
thing
giant
currently
fucking
as any of those
snake, okay?
dinosaurs.
Let's
But they
just
were real.
say what it is.
Yeah, like a zillion years ago.
yeah.
Still.
Well, this is like our fucking AI argument. This is exactly the same.
I was gonna say-
We have a conceptual disagreement is what's happening.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I'm not like I don't know if you when we say they're like monsters, we're not saying that we view them as like fantasy creatures. We all understand that they were dinosaurs walked the earth at one point and that they were living creatures. But at the
Speak for
same
yourself.
time,
They say bones are older than 2,000 years old. How can that be?
I'm trying to make a point.
Sorry.
trying to make a point. But we're saying that they are monster-esque. They are bigger than us. They have giant teeth. They want to kill us and splay our guts across the ground, like that fucking thing at the beginning of Jurassic Park, where he's scaring the shit out of that kid with the fucking velociraptor claw, and he's like, he's gonna cut you across here, and your fucking intestines are gonna pour out. You know, like, that's fucking scary because they're like monsters.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you 100% there.
All right.
Yeah. I feel like monsters were based off dinosaurs, you know? Like, they're like, oh, what's some scary shit we can make? Oh, look at dinosaurs. Those were monsters.
I don't know. To me, it's just like, and my chat is like repeating all the same things too, like bears, tigers. All of these things are things that are way bigger than us, and will fucking rip you apart. But they're not monsters.
They're not that fucking big.
No,
You give me a 20-foot tall
bear is not a fucking T-Rex. That's not the same. That's not even
But
close
they're
to
giant
the
things that
fucking
will
thing.
rip you apart. That doesn't make them a
Not that
monster.
giant.
That does, though.
You know what? If they had
in some
gigantic
ways.
lizard heads on their bodies and crazy big claws, I would call them monsters.
I beg to differ because bears are viewed as pretty monster-like. In fact, they're often portrayed like, you know, way more, like a bit bigger than they really are. Although grizzlies are fucking monsters. They really are. They're huge and they will fuck you up, and they can run really fucking fast.
Yeah.
You know, like they count as monsters of a sort. I mean, it's not a. I don't really see. Like I don't see a tiger and see it as a monster, but I think context matters. If I see a tiger in the zoo, I'm not going to walk up to the glass and then start screaming. But if I saw if I saw a tiger on the street, okay, and there was nothing around it to stop it from coming straight to me and murdering me, I would just be paralyzed. I would be paralyzed. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be like, maybe I should just throw myself on the ground. just give up.
I would also like to point out that thriller movies have been made with tigers and bears.
Sure, they weren't monsters.
Like
I'm not
but-
arguing that things can be scary, but I'm arguing with the definition of what's a monster.
Give us the
here.
definition of a monster. Give us your definition
To me,
of
it's
a
like something
monster without using
That's generally not
without
real.
using examples of existing things. Just like give us like elements that make a monster. Oh, just not real?
I mean, mostly it's like something that's that's made up.
That's a really strict interpretation of the word. That's like pedantically narrow.
anyway,
like
this has gotten so far away from
Like-
the whole fucking original point of the conversation.
well, no. We found the crux though. This is what I was talking about, where we have this conceptual disagreement. Like there's a thing that we don't agree on that's like really basic,
Well,
but it's
regardless
everything
of the
else
fact
trees off of
whether
that.
or not dinosaurs are monsters or not, it doesn't change the fact that Jurassic Park was a scary movie or was a thriller.